beautiful human. I got to say a quick thanks to the people who are making this conversation possible. Alexa Plus. Have you tried it yet? I use Alexa Plus every day in my life. It is crazy. If I want concert tickets, Alexa Plus will figure it out for me. If I need a dinner reservation, Alexa Plus is there. If I want to be up to date on the latest entertainment news, Alexa Plus is there. Plus, Alexa Plus has gotten to know me. So Alexa Plus will literally recommend artists to me. They're tied into everything that I use, from my Echo to my Fire TV. It's worth learning more about. Amazon.com/Alexa Plus. Hello, beautiful human. This is cool. I'm Zach. That's Dan. And that's Slayyyter.
Yo!
Are you the worst girl in America?
I am. I feel that way.
Is that like a title that one gives to another person, or is this something that you feel within?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I have a lot of skater friends from my hometown, St. Louis, and they would always have this kind of like lingo nickname thing where they'd be like, oh, like worst dude, like most worst dude, or like if someone was like too drunk and like threw up and like passed out in their vomit at like an afters, they'd be like taking pictures like worst dude or like whatever. And I feel like even like me, like the worst girl thing, it just feels like a funny term of endearment from friends, but also just the way I kind of feel in like music or the world, kind of like like an anxiety almost of mine where I'm just, I don't know. I keep like equating it to hangover anxiety where I'm like, when you wake up after like a sick one and you're like, I'm like the worst person.
But
what did I say last night?
This
what did I
seems to be everlasting.
Yeah, it doesn't go away. I'm almost 30. I thought we'd be done with it by now, but no.
So does this album help you release that energy or?
Yeah, for sure. I think I wrote a lot of these songs from a place of kind of like pent up frustration and anger, feeling like, I'm almost like 20, I'm almost 30, and I'm constantly on the like up and coming artist Slayyyter list. I'm like, it's been 8 years. Like how much more up and coming? Like when's it coming? And I feel like I just got really frustrated with kind of where I was at. And so I feel like the entire album is just like me being like angsty and like I like, kind of like calling myself the worst. So like other people
can't
have power in doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a freeing thing, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like
by the way, you're not the worst.
I know. Well, yeah, no one's the worst, but I feel like it's a normal way to feel sometimes where if you're really good at something, I feel like it's like very artist brain vibes to shift and be like, everything I do is bad. Wait, like I hate this. It's like kind of like I go through like a roller coaster of like loving everything and having like almost like a mania where I'm like, I'm the greatest to ever do it. And then like full polar opposite where I'm like, I'm weird and that was a really corny like photo shoot that I did, or like I hate this song that I made years ago and like everyone thinks I'm a loser and like la la la. And so yeah.
So then where does one, by the way, I totally relate. So where does one find validation? Or do we just never find it?
I don't think validation is something you should really want to find when it comes to like creating or what you want to do. It's like, I think a lot of this music, I went in the studio being like, this is not going to be something I make with the intention to be like commercially popular. So I wasn't even looking for validation. I feel like it's my best music because it came from such a pure place, like mentally, and people are responding to it more than anything I've made. So I feel like you have to just make things not expecting anything in return. Yeah.
But like it takes I feel like that's where we start as like, or like maybe where creative people start. And then like it gets to a point where you expect something because, instantly you get some sort of success or feedback.
And then the goalpost.
Yeah, it keeps moving.
On, yeah.
So then you are doing things expecting at least similar results, if not more than.
Yeah.
And it does like really affect and cloud the way one.
Yeah, the way you maneuver. I met I met an old man at Erewhon one time and he came up to me. It was like this old man and he was really sweet and he was like, do you do anything? Like, are you in music? And I was like, yeah, actually. And he like sat down and we started talking. I swear to God, like this is like such a weird thing. I always like meet and like strike up conversations with like old people, whether it's like Ubers or like things like that. And we were talking for a really long time. And I guess he's like used to be a screenwriter and like lived in my area. And he was like, I was like talking about the same thing years ago about like being like, I make music, but no one really cares, blah, blah. And he was like, never expect more than you're getting because you're already getting more than you expected. And I was like, whoa. What a bar. And I feel like I really live by that philosophy now. Isn't that crazy? like random old man. I was like, I feel like you're a spirit angel that just sat down.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Daddy as Fuck would change your life a little bit, right? And that's a
Yeah.
huge record.
Yeah, that did. It like kind of, that and my song Mine kind of like, I would say they didn't go like full mega viral on like Twitter, but they kind of did like a little something, which kind of started my lifestyle of doing this and only this. I was like a hair salon receptionist, and those songs kind of like took me from like doing that to being like, I've been a full-time that sounds so weird to say, full-time artist for like, 7 years now, I guess. But
You do have a crazy story.
yeah.
The music is great.
Thank you.
Can we talk about like where this all, I mean, just at least the sonic influences kind of stem from for this album?
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing everything from Justice to the Cramps,
We
White
describe it as
Stripes.
iPod music.
Yeah.
I mean, is that real?
Yeah, I feel like it's so many different references kind of squashed into one that it makes its own kind of thing. But in like early stages, like early sessions, I kept going into every session being like, we got to make like iPod music. And in my head, it was kind of just that sweet spot of like 2010 indie electronic. And I feel like it's kind of like a blanket term for a lot of different things, like How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb by U2 is like iPod music, or like that era of like specifically music that was out when we were all still downloading and putting things on an iPod, So I feel like it became a little bit of like Santigold, a little bit of MIA. There's like some Kid Cudi influence on it, like a lot of like Gorillaz.
Wasn't like Lady Gaga the Fame monster around that time?
Yeah. The Fame was probably some of the first music I ever like bought and downloaded myself. I bought that CD when that was like the first CD I ever bought for myself.
Really?
I'm like a student of Gaga. I love her so much. Yeah.
Can we talk about Brittany Murphy?
Yeah.
It ends the album.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I feel like it's a good final, complete portrait of what the album kind of means and is talking about. It's not really a song about her. It's more of a song about myself, but I love her a lot. And I feel like her story, I like watched her documentary, and I feel like her story felt very in line with like things I've experienced, or she kind of had like broken relationship with her father, or like relationships that don't go so well, and are like told by the industry she needs to like lose weight to be like a big actress, and so she does, and she gets blonder, and she, and I just feel like her story makes me so sad. And I loved Uptown Girls when I was little, and so when she passed away, I was like really upset by it. And yeah, I feel like the song it's about like me and my own kind of like feelings of wanting to die, which sounds so dramatic, but yeah, I feel like her as the title is kind of like a tribute, but it just felt like a good complete place to end the kind of, storyline of the album with.
Do you notice all I've done? Do you notice all I've done? Tell me them. I'm sorry for the gun inside my bedroom drawer. I mean, this is...
It's like, it sounds so dark when you like read it like that, but yeah, I feel like it was one of those songs in the studio, like the producers I made it with, Austin Corona and Wyatt Bernard. I feel like they were making the instrumental, and I was like writing this they didn't like know what I was writing until I like got on the mic, because it's so like personal, but I feel like I deliver it in this very like electronic, robotic voice that it doesn't feel so like, wah wah, like it almost like you kind of hear what I'm saying and you're like, oh, like,
Can you explain where that comes from, that robotic voice? Because that was one thing I was wondering. Like, is that like a different side of you? Is that yourself?
I think it's just meant to, it almost sounds like text to speech translation. And I love like Ladytron. I feel like maybe that like kind of vocal styling was like a little inspired by like a Ladytron kind of vocal in a way. But I feel like with something so personal, it's hard to like use my like real voice to like sing it and say it. It's easier to kind of put up like a false front to say such personal things, because it feels like it's like, oh, well, like I'm bullshitting. And I feel like that can be true for a lot of things in life. Like when people will be like, I feel like someone will like drop something really traumatic on you and like kind of joke about it. And you'll be like, oh, like I'm so sorry. Like I feel like I do that. People I know do that. I feel like it's a defense mechanism. So it's almost in the song kind of like my way to say something so dark and personal, but like still kind of like remain a bit like away from it, I guess.
When did you realize that was something you could use to do that?
Just in the studio. Like I felt awkward with what I was writing. So I was like, I don't want to be like ballads singing these like personal, because like I said, they didn't really know the lyrics I was writing. So when I like got on the mic, I was like, oh, just like turn the auto-tune up a little bit, which I don't really like using auto-tune that much anymore. I feel like that was very like old, like mixtape era, but now I like more natural vocals. So this time I was like, just turn the auto-tune up a little. And I started talking like this, blah, 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 like, you know, and yeah. So kind of just in the moment, I guess. Yeah.
Not planned.
Yeah, not really planned.
But you do it on a few different records, right? You use that robotic voice.
I feel like it's mostly on Brittany Murphy. I feel like distortion was kind of the main palette for everything else. Everything is just crunched to high hell, which I love. But yeah.
Can we talk about Cannibalism?
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now that people are like, why would you put out a song called Cannibalism? And I'm just like, I don't know. It's not related. Unrelated.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there no story? What is the story to it?
It's more of a song about like a crush. And I feel like it's more of like
You want to eat them?
Well, it's almost a metaphor for feeling like consumed. Like, and the first line is like, he kisses me, it feels like cannibalism. Like, I feel like sometimes when you get a crush on someone, they might not be someone that you even like know very well, but it will like consume your life sometimes. And I feel like the song is almost like a desperate, like needing someone, wanting someone, not really knowing that person though. Like they might be like weird or bad, but you're just like, you don't care. I feel like it's like that crush mode, but it kind of packages it up in this spooky, groovy little way. But yeah.
What is this story you're telling? Is there a story that you're telling throughout the album?
I feel like it's not such a linear like beginning and end, but more of a zoomed out portrait of me and like a portrait like woman from the Midwest, which I kind of love. Like I feel like it's a lot of different feelings and emotions, but all feel very true to me, my place in music, my upbringing, my failures, my like triumphs in a way, or like feeling cool. I feel like I talk about like drugs and partying, but it's not in a way that I feel like is very glamorous. I feel like the visuals paired with a lot of like I love partying. Like it's more of like my struggles with it, you know, and like struggles with being sobriety. I like say like in one song, Old Technology, I talk about like relapsing, but it's in such a fun like party like song that like you could just miss it. But like, you know, it's like all things I kind of deal with, but wrapped up into like, I don't know, like I'm very coded with my lyrics where it's not so in your face or like obvious what I'm saying. But I feel like if you read between the lines, it's all kind of there, you know?
How does this compare to Starfucker and how you approach that?
I think this album was a lot more of my like true self and like less of the fantasy. It's still like a dream fantasy version of things, but I feel like Starfucker, I was really going for this old Hollywood kind of glamorous woman identity, and that's not really me all the time. And it was kind of a joke with celebrity. I like think that album had a lot to do with being such a small fry in like a big industry and not feeling like I really fit in that much. And yeah, I feel like this project was more, I feel like I just kind of wanted to be truer to myself and truer to things in my life. Like I had like photos on my mood board that were from different parts of my career, like childhood photos or just things that felt very Midwestern to me and like true to St. Louis, true to where I come from, true to like me hanging out with like boys in high school and like there's like trash everywhere. I feel like Starfucker was almost like a dream fantasy, but not like my real life. And this feels very like an artistic take on like my very real life, even like down to like my hair being all shaggy. And like, I used to like have that hair in high school, like down, like really long, like shaggy, crazy hair. And I would go to parties in like a leather jacket. And like, I feel like I would hang out with boys like that. And yeah, it all just feels very true to my life.
Can we talk about Crank?
Yeah.
What's the deal with Richard Linklater? You like him?
I'm obsessed with Richard Linklater. Yeah. So my artist named Slayyyter comes from the movie Dazed and Confused. Like, you know, the character, the stoner guy who's like, catch you later, man. I just added some Y's in there. But yeah, I feel like that is the best line on the album. He wanna fuck Slayyyter. Richard, we should link later.
Get to my hotel and
you know, yeah.
Lyrics and Old Technology real quick. Are you writing these alone?
Yeah. This whole album was just me and producers. I like very consciously did not want songwriters in the sessions or in the rooms. Like I just wanted it to be me and producers. So any kind of extra writing would be like me plus producers. Minus like there's like one song I think that was an old demo that I reworked that had like a writer in the original session, but mostly just me and there's some producers who are like writers themselves, but I kept it very like, you know, in the family, if you will, on stuff.
You cast spells?
Cast spells?
At 14, is it true that you looked up a spell?
Oh, what?
To be famous?
Oh, yeah.
To sell your soul to the devil?
Yes, I did.
Really?
I feel like I don't think about that, but that's scary. There's something karmically scary about that. Like as a joke, I was like Googling like how to like be famous. And I like looked up like how do you sell your soul to the devil? And it's the internet. I'm like young. Who cares, right? And now I'm like, what if I die? And I look around and I'm like in hell and I'm like, wait a second. I didn't think that was real.
But it was.
Maybe what? I don't know. Cause I mean, I'm not like famous though.
Well, according to
kind of famous.
You're on the up and coming list.
I'm on the up and coming list.
Well,
8 years running.
Based on the 10th track on your album, I'm actually kind of famous.
Kind of. Ooh, I keep bumping this. Sorry.
Kind of. What does that mean to be kind of famous?
Like minutely.
What?
Like in some cultures, people know who I am, but I'm not really famous. Like I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity, but like in like when I'm walking down the street, like in the right, you know, like part of Bushwick, like a gay guy will be like, but like I'm not like a celebrity. I'm not like famous.
The gays do love you.
They do. I love them.
And drag queens love you.
Yeah. I am one kind of.
Can you?
You know?
I mean,
not today, but like usually.
I mean, dude, a lot of
I make my
performers
own
are.
costumes. I shake my wig out, brush it. You know.
Can you explain why? I mean, how does one become a? I mean, there's a term to it that like you are kind of like this underground gay icon. But that's what it was. Is that real? What does that mean to be underground?
I feel like people use the word underground for like, I feel like it used to like mean kind of like an alternative artist.
Totally.
And now it's just like, you don't like have motion, which I feel, you know what I mean? They're like, she's so underground. It's like.
She's stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
She's like locked into that.
Like, no, it's really niche. It's really underground. It's just like no motion. Like Kia
Asylum.
Yeah. But yeah, I never really pandered or attempted to have like a gay audience, but it feels like a very natural thing because I always loved pop music so much growing up that like my favorite artists were kind of like gay cult icons. Like when I was in high school, I loved Marina and the Diamonds and, you know, Lady Gaga. Me and my friends would like roll around. Like my best friends in high school, it was like 2 gay guys and this girl Bianca, and we would like smoke weed and like listen to art pop in the car and just like go nutty. And I feel like that, you know, like I never really like was like I think it's really kind of cheesy and a little sinister when I think artists are like, I'm gonna do it for I'm gonna give the gays everything they want. Like it feels like capitalistic and like creepy to me to like pander to a certain audience. So like I'm never trying to pander to anyone. But I feel like naturally my audience has been queer and it just makes sense. Like I feel like it's music that lives best in those like kind of nightlife, like queer nightlife spaces, I guess, you know.
Also, you do have incredible vocals.
Thank you.
We saw you perform as Elphaba.
What?
You sang Defying Gravity, didn't you?
Oh my God, that was so bad in high school. How do you, what?
Yeah, but my question to you.
How did you see that?
Why don't you?
Where is that video?
Where are you belting? And why aren't you belting more?
I belt a lot. Where did you see that video?
Where are you belting?
In the green dress.
The vocals are crazy. You have to have vocals to pull that shit off.
Yeah, I would consider myself a vocalist, I guess, in a way. I'm not super trained, but I feel like that's part of my artistry where it's like I do love to sing, and I would say being a vocalist is like part of my artistry in a way, you know? It doesn't like it wasn't always, but I think in recent times I've really strengthened my voice, like taken care of my voice. Maybe not always, but I feel like my vocal range has really expanded. I kind of started on the scene as like this auto-tuney, like mixtape era, like almost like Britney Spears impersonator in a way. And I feel like over time I've become more comfortable in my skin, my performing, my vocals, everything. Yeah.
Wasn't there a Britney Spears sample that you tried to clear?
Oh yeah, Give Me More. I made a COVID era like remix of Give Me More. I was just rapping on it for fun, and it like went kind of TikTok viral.
That's sick.
Yeah, really hard to clear though, and I feel like it wouldn't make sense to put out now, but I know a lot of people are like, you got to put that out. Like it's like your one big viral thing, and I'm like, yeah.
We've moved on.
I've moved on, and also like I don't know, it's such an iconic song, and I love Britney Spears so much that I'm like, I feel like her thing should remain untouched a bit.
Isn't it on YouTube though?
It is. It has like a crazy amount of views or something because it's the only place you can listen to it.
Yes, God.
Yes, God.
Goes hard.
Thank you.
Great record.
Thank you.
Can we talk about, I mean, okay. Your relationship with religion? Do you still have Jesus tattooed on your arm?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All of my tattoos are kind of like religious. It's like religious iconography. But yeah, I grew up super Catholic. I have a bit of a different relationship with Christianity or religion now, but I would say I'm kind of a religious person in ways, but I think that my approach to it is not from the same approach that maybe some people have. It's like kind of a personal one. I'm of the mindset where I'm like, I think God and Jesus love everybody, and that means everybody. I don't really like how people use religion to kind of spread hatefulness and hate speech and rules and this and that. I think people interpret the Bible really wrong. And I don't even really read the Bible like that, but I don't know. I feel like growing up Catholic, it's just something that feels very ingrained in my life and my family. And, you know, I went to like Catholic school in St. Louis for like grade school and then switched to public high school. So it's like growing up, we would go to church. Like Catholic school is a huge thing in St. Louis, by the way. It's like very culturally, like my family didn't have a lot of money. So like we would go and like the like priest, like pastor of the school, of the parish or whatever, kind of like let us go for free because we didn't have money. And like my parents wanted us to get like a religious education. And I feel like in St. Louis, like it's like what school, what high school, what Catholic school did you go to? It's all very expensive. People spend so much on tuition just to go to these like all boys or all girls private high schools. But then I went to public high school. But yeah, I feel like I kept the religion somewhere inside me for, you know, till now.
That's cool.
I just really over-explained that. Sorry.
No, I like that. I very much relate. I also went to a Catholic school up until high school.
Yeah.
And it was a very big deal. It was very expensive.
Very expensive. And the switch, like the culture shift from private to public.
Oh, I knew nobody. My whole school was about 80 people. You could literally stand on one side of you could stand at the 8th grade classroom and look down and see the entire school. It was one hallway and then a gym at the end.
And this is 8th grade, like your middle school?
That was my elementary to middle school, including preschool. I was there for most of my life. And then I went to a high school with like 2,000 kids.
Yeah, that was like my exact, yes.
My
grade school was very small. Probably had like 30 kids in my 30 or 40 kids in my full 8th grade class to then like a big public high school, like Kirkwood High School in St. Louis. But where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, there too is a very big deal. Catholic education and, you know, private school.
The Italians.
You know, making sure that like you play sports and you're a part of like things like, oh, you got a ski club, bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like everybody, it's so fucking dumb.
I'm rewatching The Sopranos right now. So I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, they shot that like all in my area.
Yeah. What?
I don't want to brag about it.
That is so cool. Was that your favorite show? Like,
no, I've never seen it.
What?
No.
Oh my God. You have to watch it.
It's
like culturally like iconic. You've never seen The Sopranos.
No. Or The Godfather.
Oh my God.
Yo, beautiful human, real quick, I want to talk AI with you. I have been diving into the world of AI for a while, and I have finally found something that has genuinely made my life so much easier on many different fronts. Please say hello to Alexa Plus. Alexa Plus has changed everything for me, from dinner reservations to travel plans with my boyfriend to music I like to movie recommendations, stories that they know matter to me. And on top of that, I've given Alexa Plus to my mom, and it's made my mom's life so much easier. You don't get it. My mom does not work with technology well, but with Alexa Plus, because it's like talking to a friend, she could do anything. It's boundless. From ordering stuff to, again, Concert tickets? Hello? If my mom can use it, so can you. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Amazon.com/Alexa Plus. Go there to learn more. Can we talk about Old Flings real quick?
Yeah.
Great song.
Thank you.
Do you just have Old Flings creeping into your life these days?
No,
or is
so
this,
that's
do you
actually
want them to?
That's a very specific and funny story. So Old Flings is the name of this bar in New York. And the song is kind of about my boyfriend. Like when we would go out, we would see these girls from his past would like kind of come around or come to like his like DJ sets and things. And I would always be like his name's on the flyer, like, what are you? And like, I feel like as you get older, as like a woman, you're not allowed to like, I feel like TikTok culture, like you're not allowed to get jealous. Like everyone's always like, it's not like blah, blah, blah. But like, I feel like it's a very real feeling when someone from your partner's past is kind of like in the same room as you. You're going to kind of be like, why are you, you know? And like when they try to come say hi, or they're talking to your partner's friends being like, oh, like, I really want to say hi, but like blah, 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 like their girlfriend's here and things like that. Like you get like annoyed. So I just wrote this song basically kind of like poking fun at that. But yeah.
Interesting.
Old Flings is like a real bar in New York where like I feel like it's like almost a funny thing that it's called Old Flings because his old flings would come around quite a bit.
And by the way, it is a natural thing to like, you know, it's your territory.
Everyone gets jealous. Everyone feels jealousy. I don't really like, there's like a weird rhetoric on TikTok lately where I feel like it's like this girl culture. It's like pushed so hard where it's like, no, like you don't have to like every girl. Like if you're whack, like I don't like you and that's okay. I'm not like not a feminist for that reason, or like I'm not like a bad version of a girl, or I'm not like a pick me because I don't like girls that like my partner has like slept with in the past. Like that's like fine. I feel like that's fine, right? I'm like, it's fine, right?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You got to listen to Worst Girl in America. It's waiting for you. It's on Amazon Music. There's a link below. Check it out.
Thank you.
Well, I do have to read one of your tweets, and I think it's a great tweet. You said, I am living proof that even the Cookie Monster pajama pants girl from high school can make something of herself.
Oh, interesting. You're that girl.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
You could like picture that girl in your head right now. We all know the pajama pants people from high school.
Oh my God. When I was in high school, like I said, draw back to the gay friends before, he would pick me up for school. We would smoke weed before school. We would go to the gas station. We get a large QT soda. It's straight up like 7:30 in the morning. Regular Dr. Pepper. My eyes would be like scarlet red. I would walk into class like 10 minutes late, like slap my like purse on my table and like have like a donut and a soda at the early like crack of dawn. And I would just sit there and be like no one knows that I'm high as fuck. Like it was crazy. Like still in pajamas. I dressed like such a schlep in high school. Always in pajamas, always in like, I just looked crazy. I was like, I got really into like stoner culture at a certain point. So I would go to Savers and buy like the ugliest, like tie-dye, like Grateful Dead type of shirts, pajama pants. And I would just like look crazy. I looked fucking crazy. But it really was, you know, like that's the girl who made this album, truly at the core. So
Saint Loser.
Yeah.
Well, who left you at the gas station?
Oh, yeah. That is like kind of a sadder story. I feel like I started writing that song about like a past relationship. And then as I started to kind of like keep writing it into the hook, it kind of became about like my dad. I don't really talk to my dad or have like a relationship with my dad. And yeah, there was like one time when I was younger, we got in like a crazy fight. And he like told me to get out of the car at a gas station. And I was like, well, like, what do we do now? And yeah, it's kind of like a sad song about that moment. But I feel like sometimes relationships in your life that are a little toxic can mirror, I guess, ones with your parents. And that's kind of why you seek out chaos, is when the first relationship you ever had, which is like with like your mother or father, is bad. You kind of, you know, carry that on through life, I guess.
Well, you can break the cycle.
Yeah, you can. I think it can be, sorry, I'm like trying to like avoid hitting this mic. I feel like I have been very aware of things from my childhood that have affected me in adulthood, especially now at this age. I used to kind of just like suppress it, not think about it, not talk about it. And I think in order to do that and like break the cycle, you really have to like self-work, look at your behaviors, look at what you do that's wrong, look at your like issues with like substances and maybe why you do that. Or like, I feel like I've been very very reflective on like who I am as a person lately and how to not be a victim of, your past or things that have happened to you. Because I think a lot of people will let traumatic experiences or traumatic events, I don't even like using the word victim. Like, I'm no victim of anything. Like, I think you can't let that like take over your life and be an excuse for like all of your behaviors and all of this and all of that. And I had it bad and blah, blah. Everyone has something. So it's like, I feel like I've really been trying lately to, dissect kind of, I guess, who I am as a person and reshape some behaviors that as an adult, I, gotta like cut it out with, I guess,
Do you find that? Do you find yourself seeking out guys who are like your dad?
I think I used to, not so much anymore, but I do think, I come from a very like long line of like alcoholics, and like my dad was like kind of a drug addict and like all this stuff. And I feel like in my adulthood, it's like your personality type, or like having ADHD, for example. He had it really bad. I have it really bad. I feel like sometimes like drinking becomes like a crutch, and I feel like his parents were like major alcoholics. They go through like a handle of Popov in like 3 days. He had like issues with drinking and, drug addiction. And so then when it gets down to like me or like my sister, it's like, if you're not like drinking like a normal person and you can't just have one drink, you need to be like, okay, I have the like addictive gene and like I need to like cut it out. And I still struggle with that. I was like sober for like almost a full calendar year a couple years ago. Now I kind of just try to like drink when it's like when I want to celebrate, but like I'm not like a have one drink kind of girl or like have a glass of wine with dinner kind of girl. And it's like, it's funny, but it also is such a problem. And I think this album kind of like reads into that a little bit, but yeah.
It's very real. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. You can't let the past like define your, oh, sorry. I keep knocking this mic. I'm so sorry.
We're working on it.
But yeah, you can't let the past, I think, define your present or your future or like how you act. Like I see it a lot where I think people let even the word trauma like kind of makes me uncomfortable. People let it become such like their identity. I feel like it should be such a small percentage of who you are. Like you have to make something of yourself and like take that and use it as like motivation and fuel to be better, be not like your parents or be not like the things that, you have felt like victimized by in a way. But like, I don't know. I feel like everyone just like likes to be depressed sometimes. I know I do, but like you got to like get out of it at some point, and not let it consume your world and consume your life. And
no, it can't define you.
Yeah.
The next question is from our friends over at Alexa Plus. What is something that you'd love to just say out loud and have handled for you? I'm thinking I just don't have a good answer yet. What do you guys think?
There's nothing that you would want handled instantly. Nothing at all.
I mean, like big things. Like we'd love for world peace to be a thing.
Okay.
We'd love to be able to travel really quickly.
I just want everybody to get along when I click the button. That's a cop-out answer. We're talking like your commute, for example.
You know what? I would love for somebody to just take care of my lawn. I take care of it, and it's a lot of work, and I'm growing grass right now, and it's really hard.
Okay, I thought you meant mow the lawn. I was going to say there's no way you're mowing your own lawn.
No, like I'm growing things and I'm like planting things, and it's
doesn't
difficult.
grass kind of grow itself though? That's not that big of a flex.
Okay, Cameron, somebody who has to plant the grass seeds for them to grow.
Mother Earth.
If the dirt is not healthy and you have to make the dirt healthy, I'm not going to teach you how to grow grass. Anyway, God, Alexa Plus can help me, and she does.
What did it mean to have? Was it Daddy as Fuck that was in Anora?
Oh yeah.
What did it mean to be a part of that?
God, like the biggest deal. I love Sean Baker and I love movies. I feel like I watch so many movies. I feel like I just love like cinema, and like to have my song like play in an AMC theater and like hear it. Like I remember being like, because like I went to see it I went to like the premiere, and like the whole time you're like I wonder where they use my song. Because Daddy as Fuck was in another movie, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
It was in both.
Yeah. So like, but when they used it in that movie, it was like in the intro, like come out of the gate swinging. They're like driving to the thing, and it's like the extendo remix. And so the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, when's it gonna be? And I love the scene it was in. It's like when they're looking for the guy in the strip club. And I love Sean Baker. I love The Florida Project. I love Red Rocket. I love Tangerine. I love his films. So that was a really cool thing. I love his like approach to filmmaking in general. I feel like on like a music video scale. I like to be very DIY.
Yeah, you're directing a lot of your own videos, right?
Yeah. Yeah. For this album, it's like my first time doing that, and it's been really creatively fulfilling, which has been great. I really have my hands on everything. I've been like directing, costume making, all of it. Like I've been styling myself for like everything this era too, and it's all just been, it's a lot of work but a lot of fun, you know.
Can you explain how you get the opportunity of having a song in a movie like that? Who calls you? Who tells you?
I actually know like why it was used. So Sean Baker will cast like, sometimes he'll cast people that don't have acting experience. And I think for this movie, he cast this girl she's a real stripper in Brooklyn, and her name's Luna, and she's so sweet and so incredible. I've been wanting to meet her for a while, but we've never been in the same city at the same time. But I think he was asking them like, so like, what music do you guys listen to? Like just for research for the movie. And she's like, oh, like I love Slayyyter. And I like learned that she's the reason that my song was in the movie, which is so cool. But yeah, which I love that. I feel like that is just like the coolest. Like I just love that that's like how she's great. But yeah, I think that's how it got in there.
That's a sick organic cosign.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for hanging out today.
Thank you guys.
As you keep releasing music, come back. We're always here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta like shit talk more next time, or like get into the weeds.
Oh, have we shit talk? We didn't really shit talk today.
No. This was very polite, but that's good.
Okay,
I don't need it to go from like worse to worser, you know.
For visit number 1, I think it was good.
Yeah, this was so great. I really appreciate you guys having me on. Like I've watched like so many episodes of the show.
Thanks.
Like various guests, like from all different, like I just like, yeah, I'm like honored to be here.
I do have one more question. You did call Beat Up Chanel's back in sometime last year. You said it was the best song you've ever made.
Oh yeah.
You still believe that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why?
what about this song is better than everything else?
I think it is like two different parts. It's like one part my like gritty rap aggressive, and then one part this very soft melodic pop. I feel like it's just the perfect song. It's like nasty and like you can like bang your head to it, and then the release at the chorus is just so like throw your hands up in the sky, or like the sunset, like riding in a truck with your friends smoking weed in the back, like when like the sun is setting. It is just so euphoric to me. I'm so proud of that song. It's my favorite thing I've made. And I think too, it's like a funny thing, like growing up poor, you're not like dreaming of like nice Chanel fresh out the store. Like you'll take like a shitty little like beat up, maybe even fake Chanel bag. And I think it's just kind of it was like a funny way to kick off this album cycle, I think, you know, like the things that you dream about.
What are you dreaming about today?
I don't know. Just like, I guess like rhinestones and bullshit. I feel like I'm not like a materialistic person, but I love clothes. And so I feel like everything I talk about in the song, like I just love vintage, and I'm always like, I dream about like the best like leather jacket that I haven't found yet. Like that's like all I care about is like shoes and clothes and like vintage stuff. I don't really buy designer at the store, but that's what I dream about, is like finding like my perfect dress or jacket or something.
That's a nice frill jacket right there.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's sick.
Hey, you look great.
Old school. I like a little Western wear, you know?
Like, where do you shop? Like, do you go to the store? Do you Depop? What's your vibe?
Anywhere online. Love Depop, love Poshmark. I love vintage stores. I really have like ways of finding stuff that I have to gatekeep, because I'm really like, I'm in like the archive thing. Like I have some crazy pieces that I've found for very cheap because I'm like very resourceful, but I can't say how because people will steal my tactics.
No. Keep it.
But yeah.
Keep it safe.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point you can just make your own. Like I saw you made the Uptown dress, the Brittany Murphy Uptown dress.
Oh yeah, the showgirl costume. I made this corset that I'm wearing today.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Wait,
you can just make your own if you can't find it.
Thank you so much.
When did you start doing that?
Honestly, out of necessity. I've always been rhinestoning because it's expensive to get things custom made. So like early on in my career, I like learned how to like rhinestone bodysuits because rhinestones are really expensive. And I just, ever since, I've been very crafty with my stuff. And I think this album, I've really taken it to like level 10. I've been like I bedazzled a fish. I like have been making bunny ears. I like made the showgirl costume with all this fringe, like hand sewed all this stuff. But yeah, my mom like loved to sew, so I feel like I get that from her or something.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Thank you. Little vintage, there's deer on it, which I love. It's so Missouri. There's like, it's like crochet lace, but it's like there's like deer.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I did have two questions. Speaking of fashion, this is the complete opposite, but what made you want to walk down Hollywood Boulevard naked? Was it
We didn't have styling budget, girl.
So you just say, let's take it all off?
Were you really
Take it off. I
naked?
didn't have any clothes to be. No, I'm kidding. But yeah,
You were.
I was actually naked. Yeah, that was crazy.
So it's one thing to watch it back. What did it actually feel like to just walk down the street
Wait,
butt naked?
What time of day?
Like 11 p.m., like maybe midnight. We had like a robe every like 30 seconds. We would like throw a robe on, but it was really sketchy. And I don't know if I would do that again. I get filming jitters more now than I used to.
Because I don't know, you were naked on the street.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe I did that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, very crazy.
For the art.
For the art of it all. Yeah.
Well, my last question is, what are you going to do for Coachella? That's big.
Oh yeah. I actually start rehearsals this week for it.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah,
really
we
excited.
forget.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Do you
Yeah.
think about have you thought about set list?
Yeah, I have. I think the set list will be a lot of some new versions of the old. And I think for the first time ever in my career, we're going with a bit of a band vibe.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's just been me and a DJ, my DJ Owen Jackson for many years. But I think this music is it's like in like the soul wax way. It's like part electronic, part kind of like punk. So I feel like I really wanted that on stage, you know, a little bit of electronic, a little bit of live instrumentation.
I'm so excited to catch your set.
Are you going to come to Coachella?
I mean, I hope.
Yeah, you have to come. You have to come.
Yeah, it's Coachella.
I know some people like skip it though.
Who?
I don't know. I feel like the lineup is really good this year.
I feel like I see everybody at Coachella. At least
That is true. That is
everybody.
true. I mean, I don't know. I always like said I wasn't going to go unless I performed. So I've only been like one time because I was like guest performing for Rebecca Black's DJ set a couple years ago. But like now it feels like this is like my real Coachella like debut.
Yeah, this is the real deal.
One, yeah.
And a band.
Yeah.
Are you scared at all?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very different.
I don't get nervous to perform, but this one I'm like shaking in my boots.
Yeah, well, because one, it's Coachella, and then two, it's unlike anything you've ever done before.
Unlike anything I've ever done, and like that's the first time I'll be playing with a band was at Coachella.
Yeah, that's
So if we have any hiccups, everybody look the other way. If we had any hiccups, no, we didn't.
no, like
Mind your
weekend
business.
2, you know? No, I'm
Mhm.
kidding. It's gonna be amazing.
Weekend 2 is always better because everyone works the kinks out.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for the outfits. Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Yeah,
No,
it'll be
it's
good.
Wait, are your outfits prepped?
I'm like starting work on them right now. I'm making all my costumes for it. So
Are you taking temperature into account?
no, I wasn't. But now that you say that, good note.
Yeah, I don't
Good
want you to
shout.
pass out.
I don't think she's going to wear a jacket.
I was like fur coat,
I don't know.
antlers.
I don't know where your head
you're
was
right.
at.
And it's gonna be really hot and
Yeah.
dry. I wanted to do a sparkler bra on stage, but
That's
everyone
cool.
was like, the wind in the desert, you will catch on fire,
Yeah,
or your hair,
that's
or
true.
someone else. And that's just not gonna. It's just not gonna go
Liability.
down. Yeah, knowing my luck, something would malfunction, and I would actually just go up in flames
Honestly,
and like burn my tits off. Yeah, probably.
viral forever,
I know.
timeless.
That's how you get famous these days.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
start a fire at Coachella.
Yeah, burn your tits. Light your tits on fire, and you will succeed. Mhm.
You heard it. Listen to Slayyyter's music. It's waiting for you on Amazon Music. Oh, I can't wait to see you at Coachella. I'm so excited.
I can't wait I can't wait to. Oh my gosh, you have to come party.
You're
every
an
single
icon.
one. Thank you.
You're very cool.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you guys.
I don't think you're the worst girl in America, but the album's
Thank-
waiting for you. Worst girl in America. Worst girl in America.
Yeah.
Link below. Amazon Music. You good?
yep.
Slayyyter,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you guys. Wow.